Incorporate YouTube. Good. YouTube is finally cooperating. You widow. Nice. Finally do what I want you to do. He's an influencer who's been coming here recently. Why does that name ring a bell? Why does that name ring a bell? Oh wait. You know him? Not closely, but I not closely, but I think we follow each other. I'm gonna chill. If it's even the same. What was we here before? I was offered a spot in his new show. While he's still unsure of the format, his aim is to elevate underrated talents, to showcase and interview them in order to bring their work to the forefront. I see. So what if you rejected his offer? Call him. Huh? Or text him. Tell him you change your mind. What's the worst that could happen? People are allowed to change their minds. If he rejects you, well, that's his loss, isn't it? Nice. Things are going up. We're only going to stream one night anyways, but I at least want to finish it. Okay? I want to finish my stuff. I'm not sure it'd be his loss necessarily. Shh. Just do it. Text him. Yeah. Oh, okay. He responded. He responded. What did he say? What did he say? To stay. Because he's coming this. Huh? Does he live nearby or something? Does he live nearby or something? No. But it seems he has some things to do around here. I see. What if I found stuff? That means you can clear things up in person. You're right. Thank you for giving me the courage, Miss Rachel. Ah, finally I found my right voice. Just call me Rachel, will you? Alright. Although I regret my one-trick mindset, I cannot say it has been entirely detrimental to my life. It has, as it has a habit formed during my time living in the commune. We banshees used to congregate together in order to protect ourselves from the outside world. Each of us tended to have specific roles in the commune, and we all would work together as one. Like gears in a machine. Interesting. I didn't know that. But you left the commune, correct? Yes. More difficult? No, because we're not a cult. Sorry, I didn't mean that. It's okay. The commune is simply a defense mechanism from the distant past. The reason we do not see a lot of banshees around is because many still choose to remain in the commune. Right. The world still isn't kind to us, but we're aware that eventually we must reopen ourselves to this outside world. It was for that reason I learned to drive. Huh. And now it's basically your source of income. You seem to be fond of driving. It's like having a mobile fortress, which is why I find driving calming. Even in traffic. Well, a mobile fortress, huh? Now thought of college that way, but it's interesting. So when you said everyone has specific role, what do you mean? Sorry, I'm just joking. So you don't have to answer, aren't you?
Well, we don't have benchy culture center anywhere. Time to start one then. It's just best if I use a specific example, such as my mother's role.
Oh.
Her role is to trade. In the event that we need to increase our supply or sell our product, or are simply in need of some negotiating. It is my mother who will do the job. She must travel to the nearest city or town in order to exchange goods, and she's our representative when other communities need to discuss things with us.
Right.
Everyone's work has equal weight. Yeah, and it technically should be in an actually functioning society, for fuck's sake. One is in charge of food, one for drinks, another one is in charge of all our laundry. Everyone has a responsibility to set up schedules and organize the collection of goods. So, like, does each
Role have one her at a time?
No, sometimes I have two or more, depending on how I need it. It's all about balance.
I see. Interesting.
Does your mom still fulfill her role this day? Yes. Although there are times when I wish she would retire. Ah! Let me guess. It's Lucas! Why? She's doing a good job with it. But the role truly changed her. She had to endure years of animosity. She had to negotiate everyone's way out of trouble, or to simply defend the company. That is such a heavy burden. It is, but she refused to accept any help offered to her. Why? The cat had become an empty, I think. Oh, you hear? Did none of you realize that? Like, I heard the God's forsaken bell before he even opened the door. Oh, you're here? Yeah, hi, lady. I was starting to wonder when you were going to say something. I'd introduce myself, but I want to hear your own story. What about me? It is as Mr. Lucas said. I thought we were already past all that formal stuff in the wrong. Well, you still call her a lady, but she is. Shh. The lady speaking. Whoops, okay, sorry. It is as Lucas said. Our discussion the other day led to the same conclusion for me as well. My mother's protective instinct turned into an angry sense of pride. Oh. So while she performs her role really well, her anger often gets the best of her. Things are way calmer for our commune now, so I'm thankful for that. But unfortunately, the damage has already been done. Right. That's when I understood why she was angry too. If your mother has dealt with haters all her life, and you were pretty much in the front seat for all that, oof, tough. I guess I can relate to that in some way. The macaroni culture is also quite strict, although nowhere as rigid as yours. We are heavily stereotyped as being very mid. Like mediocre in all ways aside from being pretty and cute. Although, don't get me wrong, I am cute. But it makes me wonder, how much of our survival instinct turned into bad stereotypes. Things have changed so much for everyone. Which means we should have moved on from terrible prejudice just decades ago, right? Yeah, I completely feel your rage. So why are so many still stuck with outdated and bad perceptions? Yeah, I hate that so much. Actually, that's exactly why. Life is complicated, change is hard. Learning and unlearning stuff takes time and mental energy, right? And there are billions of living beings in this world. That's why many folks choose to reduce their worlds to a size they can handle. All based on their priorities, of course. I mean, it's no different from how everyone chooses content to consume. But, and sadly, different cultures is probably one of the last things most beings mind. One of those things in most beings' minds. Oh, okay. Unless you already have a vested interest in it, well, it's a different story. That makes sense. We all need to survive, I understand that. However, I feel some things just shouldn't be excused. Things we do, the principles we hold, all of it has an impact on others, in one way or another. Right. Yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, by the way, did Pops contact you, lady? You know about the tree. Oh, he did, but... What tree? It's a long story. Sure, keep your smelly secrets. No, this is perfect. You should listen too. The more exposure this gets, the better. Oh, so you're going to tell me? From the very beginning. But before I forget, lady, did you have something to say to me? Since you texted me and all.
Oh yeah. Go on, Rihanna, say it.
Oh. So about your show. Yeah, you're in, right? Are you still unsure about the format? Well, I'm still trying to put it all in order on paper, so kind of. Like, I know I want to do a podcast, a deep dive, and a showcase, but I'm still trying to figure out a great way to fit them all in nicely. Once I'm done, I'll let you know for sure.
What are you planning to show anyway? How do you think it'll help the guests?
Oh, curious, are we? Basically, I want to cover stuff that's interesting and underrated from around the city. And beyond, if it takes off, but let's not get ahead of ourselves, shall we? No, scratch that. I know it'll take off.
With some confidence you have that. Even though you're not even sure what form it will be.
Good too. I might not know the exact format yet, but all the elements needed to make a good show are locked and loaded already.
Really? What up?
Well, there's already so much content out there, right? And you can't deny that today's audience gets bored easily too. If something doesn't appeal to them immediately, they'll just click away. So, how to keep them engaged and stick with it, you ask? Well, from my experience, you need roughly 5 things down pat to keep a show going. The first one being the format itself, which ironically is the only thing I don't have. Yet. Anyways, a proper format has a good consistency. Could be the way the show is cut, or how the information flows. It's to build familiarity with the audience, and it makes things easier for the creator too. That makes sense. The next thing you need is topics. Sure, you can have a main theme for your show, like singing or cooking or anything really. Having a theme is essential, but getting topics flowing is essential. Because even singing will need more than one song, right? Same with cooking. You need to show many techniques, recipes, all that jazz.
That's true.
Right. Since the goal is to show... of the show is to shine a spotlight on all things underrated. I think it should start small and nearby, but still have a potential to grow. And what's better for that than exploring the city and its inhabitants in depth? Especially when I'm fairly new here and all. Oh, you get what I'm saying? I can see there are many interesting topics to discuss. Yeah, like locations, events, history. Yes, and many interesting individuals to meet. Definitely. Projects, side projects, plenty of things to cover. Makes sense. What's next? Know your audience. Honestly, in this internet era, you don't need to appeal to everyone. If you do it right, you can target just one type of audience and still get a lot of eyes. Fortunately, I have my base audience. The show will be in a completely new format. A lot of them will reject. Because people do not like change. That's right. But honestly, that's fine. I'm trying to attract an audience that's more open-minded. And can help elevate the stuff we're going to spotlight. Like, say, they'll go to the sites or live shows, some cool neighborhood project, it'll be eager to check it out. A cool coffee shop, they'll be interested in this thing. Wink wink. Oh. Definitely not hit at me. I know you all know what I mean. The next thing is audio quality, great visuals, and edits. You know the drill. Of course. Of course. And the last thing you need for a good show is me. Hey, what's the awkward silence? I mean personality and smarts. To find info, you need to be resourceful. And to relay information, well, you need a good personality, right? Well, I'm your guy. Why? What's so funny? Am I not the perfect guy? Really? That is what you're questioning, huh? I'm just saying. Because didn't you say you're new to the city, so... Oh, I see how it is. But you've really thought this through. I'm kinda impressed. Thank you. Probably won't be anywhere near as big as your talk show, though. I'll tell you that. Huh? Rumor has it that your manager is trying to get your old girl band back together. And I heard there'll be a talk show or something for it. Oh, really? How did you hear that? Since I have my ways. I didn't get the info from shady sources, I promise. Well, okay, I'll give you that. Resourceful guy. But the information is outdated already. Oh? Because I won't be in the show. Oh, why? Well, I actually like the idea of a comeback. But if it were to happen, I would want new branding, you know? Like a new us. To show we've grown. I got that 100%. That's too bad. Why? I think you have a talent for getting people to talk. You're able to read the room with sensitivity. Therefore, I would definitely be interested in watching your talk show program. You think so? Oh, I'm flattered. You're right about that, though. I'm pretty good. But I'd rather express myself through my music, my songs, and my performances. You know? Yes, I understand that very well. And do you want to be our first guest? Me? Why? I thought you wanted to highlight independent artists. Kind of music lately, Miss Rachel. So you actually have a side project? Well, yeah, but I was kidding about inviting you earlier, but hey, after all, How about a new channel, will you? You wish. I'm a very busy Nikomimi, but maybe... Woohoo! What is it, Drapers? Well, I'm gonna save the game for a second because I think we're very close to the end of the night. What is it, Drapers? I thought your plan was to have Miss Riona as your first guest. Oh? Well, Bavan. I'm definitely jumping the gun here, but... I was kinda hoping you'd be my co-host instead. What? Me? I was going to ask you later, but Draper's over here cornered me something fierce. Oops, sorry. Why me? I like the way you explain difficult subjects, and I really enjoy talking to you. You have plenty of knowledge and experience from being in the road a lot. And all of your stories are so damn interesting. Plus, someone needs to offset my chaotic personality. Like contrasting hosts, huh? Yeah. What's more, she's not nervous talking in front of camera at all. Well, she is a performer. I know, I'm just saying she's a natural on camera. So yeah, that's what I was going to ask later. So if you want to be my co-host, if you're interested, of course. I might need a moment to consider. Of course, take your time. However, if you're open to receiving input, may I throw in an idea for a format of the show? For real? Of course you may. And I'm staying until.
And I'm staying until you all tell me everything I missed.
Okay. Yeah, but I'm still young anyways. I swear this is gonna end the night with a cliffhanger. Ha! Told you! I just saved! Perfect! So good. My timing. I have this gut feeling for this game. It's amazing. It was just 25 minutes now, but I don't give a damn. I enjoy the game, and I want to keep up with this. I'm playing every Friday a new chapter of Coffee Talk. Obviously. Just because I hated the fact the last time when I streamed Coffee Talk, I hated that so much, but it just ended in the middle of a night. Like, of course, I did it. I was comfortable at the moment, but the more I looked back at it, the more I hated it. So obviously, this is why I'm doing it now. Anyways, I hope you had fun. For I had fun. I'm sorry for the interruption. That was like half an hour, 3/4 of an hour or something ago. But hey. I hope to see you in the next stream video. Or whenever you're watching this. Whenever you're free. Whenever you are ready. Chilloo.